Bitcoin and the whole entire crypto space for the past month now just has been going absolutely crazy. It is November 16th, it's 4:25 a.m. This is a crypto market update. We're going to cover Bitcoin, we're going to go into the dollar bond yield stock market. We're going to cover where we're at in a macro sense on the total crypto market cap and then the altcoin market cap, as well as we're going to go into some of our top gainers this past week, Avalanche, Render, and then a potential next one in the pipeline. So if you're new here, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. We're going to dive right into it. So straight out of the gate, we have the dollar. And the dollar had that sell now signal back here October 5th, 2023, just like it had it October 3rd, 2022. And then we had kind of like a relief rally just like back here. We kind of worked our way out. And then we had this neckline that we ended up breaking back here November 10th, just like over here as well too. We broke this November 14th, but the timeline's matching up and the Stargate signals are matching up with it, and I believe we're headed to do another one of these. See how it's matching up like perfect? So dollar downtrend is fully intact, and if we look at the 3-day chart for the dollar, we look at the momentum totally falling off a cliff, and if we look at where we're kind of at with the 50 moving average, it's kind of sitting right below us at 103.77, and then we have the 200 moving average at 102.11. Then we have the top of the belly of the beast at 100.20. So those are our levels that if we melt down through, say that's the nail in the coffin for the dollar, and it could happen by the tail end of November going into December, and then we could see us enter the belly of the beast in January 2024. So we have these levels right here, and then we have this level that was key that we broke below, which was 105. So 105, when we got below it back here, rejection, we didn't make it up to here on this go around in May, came up to it in September, got hung up, and then we popped up, came back down, tried to hold that as support, and we broke through it, and that's what really sent everything off around last week. So now we're sitting here with the dollar, we have that momentum headed much lower, and that blue is about to cross over the pink, and this is a 3-day chart. Then if we look at the weekly, you can see clear as day that stock RSI is crossing over, that blue is curling up, which means we're heading from a bullish market structure to a bearish market structure. And then we have that 50 moving average on the weekly chart sitting at that 103.82 level. So that's why breaking below 103.5-ish is the nail in the coffin for the dollar, and then we'll head right to the top of the belly of the beast, which is at 100 flat, and then breaking below that will cause fireworks, and the momentum is there to the down. So if we look at the bond yield, same thing. Bond yields 3-day sell now, hit it back here November 3rd, just in 2023, just like this one hit it November 9th, 2022. We had the same stars align where we had the dollar sell come in, we had the bond yield sell come in, we had the buy signal come in the stock market, and same with Bitcoin. And we're we're banging the drum back late September, early October, saying the bull run could happen imminently to max 100 days. After we released those videos, bang, we just started running. So go to that playlist. We covered 2024 moonshot targets. It's also in the Discord. If you're not already in the Discord, link is in the bio. Come join it. There's a channel called Moonshot Targets, and all those videos are there as well too. And we're doing it October 5th, right before everything kicked up. So bond yields are screaming lower, and we had said, hey, if we pop up above this high, I don't think it's going to be much higher than this previous high where we go. I think we're going to mess around with this purple moving average here and then ultimately get rejected and come back down. And that's what's happening right now. We broke below this 786, so it's saying that 4.25% to 3.8%, and likely down here to 3.25% is the next target for the bond yields. Then if we look at the stock market, we got a cheat code. We have a cheat code now, and it's this. So we know when we're going to enter like a recession when we dip into the belly of the beast, because back here we dipped into the belly of the beast 2001 all the way to 02. We get out in 03, and then we're on our way up and we're out of that recession. That was a .com crash. And then we had 2008, dipped into the belly of the beast. We got out of it 2009, and we kept holding the top of the belly of the beast this whole decade of just running up here. 2019 we held it, and then 2020 we even held it. It wasn't even, we really just dipped below it it's a 3-week chart for one candle, and then we pop right back. And then back here in 2022 in June, we dipped into it, tried to hold above, came back into it September of 2022. It was scary at the time. People thought we were about to, really go like 50% down in the stock market, even more. And we were out here last year saying bottoms in, and that's because we had that 3-week buy now signal. And it's no surprise that when we got it, we wrestled around with the top of the belly of the beast. We broke up here, had a bull flag, and this so far has broke to the upside, and it's looking like we're gonna take out this high over here back in 2022, and we could start to head up to 24,500, 25,000, and then that pattern, I believe that if we go to like a 1-day chart, brings us up to 19,500 for the bull flag. And then we have this high over here to the low with a target 1618 at 22K. So that brings us all those scenarios brings us higher than over here to a new all-time high. Then we got Bitcoin here. It's at $37,420, and I marked the levels, and these are the key levels for Bitcoin to hold, and this is 37,237. If we can hold daily candle closes above here in the short term, then we're ready for more upside, and we're going to retest 38K. And if we can break above that, we'll likely quickly move to 40K. If we can't hold above this 786 at 37,276, then it's likely we're going to come back down, and we absolutely need to hold 34.4 to 34.8K in the short term. Maybe it could be a quick kind of move down here, and then for us to pop back up to then kind of continue our way up here for Bitcoin. But that's our key level to hold, 34.4 to 34.9, 34.8, because if we break that, we're going to come back down, retest the top of 30K, 31K, this zone. But I would expect that to be the bottom before heading up, if we even play that scenario out. Because in the past, we really, looking at the last bull run, if we were to grab this bars pattern, we're like in comparison, like here, we kind of just chopped around here. There was a little bit of a retest back down, but then that was ultimately the bottom, came back up, went sideways, and then just ripped. So it could be either or scenario, but those are the levels. I don't see us going below 30K for Bitcoin. And then we want to break above 38K to then quickly into 40K. And if we can break above there, we're likely going to 44. And if we break above there, we're going to 48 to 50K. That's for Bitcoin. And we know that Bitcoin, for the alts to be able to kind of do their thing, needs to at least stay stable where it's at, above that 786 there, that key level of 37,200. I'm bullish on alts above that level for Bitcoin, but I'm cautiously bullish for alts below that level. So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. And then if we look at that 3-day chart with the Stargate signals that at that buy now back here in September at 26K, we do have some 3-day sell warnings. This candle closes actually later today, this 3-day candle currently, and it flashed another sell warning. So we're really heading up in a big way. And if I go to the Coinbase chart, I think we had a 5-day buy now signal. Yeah, we literally had a 5-day buy now signal right before we took off here at October 13th, buy now signal. And then we had some sell warnings come in on the 5-day chart, and we're still no sell now yet. So that's for Bitcoin. If we look at that momentum, still headed up, dark green here. All is looking good in the short term. Well, it's overextended in the short term, but look at the past. Like, we had sell warnings. Like, this is equivalent of where we're at comparing to the past, and the timing as well too. Looks very similar. Like I said, as soon as we break above those key levels, it's going to move quick, and we're seeing that happen as we speak. So then we look at the total crypto market cap. Do you guys remember the symmetry? Remember the video when I was covering the symmetry? We had the long entry here, long entry here, long entry here. What happens on the left happens on the right. After this buy now came in, just like this buy now came in, we had a ton of vertical greens, just like we're about to have a ton of vertical reds, because you have to inverse it. So what happens on the left happens on the right, and it's panning out, And we had the timing on point as well too. So if I flip this, it was the same thing happening. This kind of stretched out a little bit more, but we're right on track here. So I do see us going up to at least like 2 to 2.2 trillion when all is said and done here in the short term by the end of this year. And remember, we were saying we're tracking this to a T. We're like, all right, first we need to hold 1.03 trillion. We do that, then we come up to 1.08. We can break above there, we're going to come up to 1.17. And if we break above there, we're likely going to quickly move up to 1.33 to 1.44 trillion. And a month later, we're doing that exact thing. So crypto moves fast. And yeah, this is very exciting times, because even though we've seen some good movement, it's nothing compared to what we're going to see in a month from now, in 3 months from now. Like, just wait for it. Like, we haven't even scratched the surface. So very exciting times. So that's the total crypto market cap. And we're at some key levels right now, though. We got a 3618, 4236, and a 1618. That's why breaking above 1.45 trillion will cause for another massive explosive move in the market across the board, because we'll head right up to 1.8, which is a fairly large move for the total crypto market cap. It's around 25%. Even with the delayed ETF news for Bitcoin, we still ripped up. The market knows it's coming. You know, and the reason I was saying max 100 days back early October was because January, the first week, is the latest deadline for the ETFs. So keep in mind, an ETF approval could happen any moment, but it's going to happen by the first week of January. So until then, we're going to see that buy the rumor type thing. That's probably why we pumped up, because, all right, there's still a rumor to go off of. If we had that news, we likely would have went parabolic that day, and then probably would have topped a day or two after. So until that news comes out, Bitcoin will still keep chugging along, and the whole market too. So that's the total crypto market cap. Then we got the altcoin market cap. We're at a key level right now. Same thing. We said, hey, we got to hold the 330. We got to break above 333. We do that, we come up to 350. If we can do that and break above there with momentum, we'll likely quickly move up to 400, like 44 around here. And now we're here. And if we can break up just a tiny bit more, we're going to head up to 530 billion. And that's a substantial move for the altcoins, 25%. That's 25%. And on the weekly chart, we just got above that zero line in the TSI. So very eerily similar to back in January when the pink got above the blue, just like right now. So like, we're repeating it all over again. So then we got Render, one of the big gainers. The bot Render, actually back here in September at $1.50, we touched $3.20. So it was actually right here, $1.60 September. We have sell warnings. We don't yet have a sell now, but totally crushed it. We're up like more than a double on this one, or a double. And then we have Avalanche that we're up way more than a double. We got in at $9.60. We have sell warnings, not quite a sell now yet. We're at some key extension targets, but from the bot buy back in late September 30th, to where we're at now, 48 days later, up 150%. So this market is moving massively. 10-day chart, we broke out of this falling wedge. We had the pi cycle bottom come in. This target's in up here around $30 for Avalanche. And then we have the top of the belly of the beast around 32. So that could likely be the next target, as long as we can smash about $23.50 for Avalanche. And we definitely want to hold 20 to 18.50 for Avalanche. So both those crushed it, Render and Avalanche. Those are our top gainers. Yeah, I mean, you look at the change percentage, and those are the ones mainly at the top the past 48 hours. We even called Avalanche back when it was at like $14 in the Greece City channel in the Discord for the day trade dogs. We were saying it was about to pull a Solana, and we saw that exactly pan out. So Render, Avalanche, definitely good gainers for us. And then what I'm plotting on next is Polkadot, because a lot of these smart contract type cryptos have pumped. Algo, Solana, and I think Polkadot is up next. So, and we're coming up here to that 786, and if we can smash above there, we get the momentum to cross up, this will be a good day trade for the dogs out there. So in the Greece City channel, that's where I'm mostly at. So if you're a Target VIP, you need to get a hold of me. Come find me in the Greece City. That's where I'll likely be. But if you're not already in the Discord, link is in the bio. Come join the Discord. And if you want access to all these channels, you want access to Greece City to get day trading going with the dogs, we're doing it on a daily basis, taking advantage of this market. And we have a Black Friday special that has just kicked off, 70% off for Stargate Infinity, and it's going to last you till January 2025. So a full year membership, comes with everything, the bots, comes with 2 one-on-ones a month, comes with the weekly group sessions. It also comes with with all of our educational programs and our software, and access to our real-time trades and holdings, day trades, long-term trades, swing trades, etc. So come join the Discord, link is in the bio. Friend request me, Rob at Stargate, if you want to get access to VIP and get into this market the way we're getting into it. I mean, look at the proof of receipt channel. It's immaculate. It's crazy, the type of gains that are getting dished out here. So come join it. I think there's more upside here. Dips are for buying. Don't have bear market phobia or panic when there's massive red. That's just an opportunity to get in before it starts heading up again, just like we saw the other day when we saw a minuscule dip out of Bitcoin pump back up, whole market ripped up. So like expect that. Expect dips out of nowhere, but those dips are going to be bought up quick. So different market environment we're in. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are too. Join the Discord, say what up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.